everybody. Let me see. I got to get this chat box and all the stuff going here.
I just started recording, so we're good to go there, Greg.
Okay. So hey, this is Greg and Michael, and we're gonna have Michael do the Q&A after I get going. So, but I wanted to kind of join in. Well, I'm getting blurry there. Why am my camera doing that? Can you guys see me and hear me? Let me know in the question box you can see me and hear me. Is my video showing properly?
I can see you, Greg.
All right, cool. Very cool. All right, so everyone's here. So this is going to be a fun time. So one of the things that, well, first of all, we're gonna do a little mindset training, right? It's like because I believe everything starts with the mind, right? If you can't think it, you can't control your thoughts, you can't manipulate your actions, and you can't, you know, all of it comes together. And I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of training, and I believe that as you guys listen to this, it will provide immense value to you, and hopefully it's something that you can start doing on a regular basis. Maybe you already are doing it on a regular basis. But we're going to go, and then I'm going to give you guys an update on celebrity lifestyle brands and T-Rex and what's happening, where we're going. We got some amazing things that we've been working on with our heads down and taking off and going on. And then Michael will open it up for question and answers. And if you have anything you're stuck on, what are you stuck on? We want to get you unstuck. So with that being said, let me start with a poll that I created real quick. Go ahead and say launch this poll. So go ahead and let me know what you guys think about this question and where you're at. Do you have a millionaire mindset? Yes, no, or sometimes? Go ahead, take that poll. Let me know what you're thinking there. And so we're looking at 45% yes, 8% no, 48% sometimes, and it's changing. 53% sometimes, 7% no. 13% no, 38% yes. I like this little polling thing. It like goes, it like reports in real time. So go ahead, get your vote in. Do you have a millionaire mindset? Let me know that you're out there, because that's what this is all about. We're going to talk about having a millionaire mindset and why it's so important to do it, and what you can do to do that, and how you can do that. And I'm just going to share with you kind of what I do and how I do it, because we all have issues in our family. We all have emergencies that pop up. We all have tragedies that happen in our family. And we really, really need to learn how to control our thoughts and emotions. And somehow, some way, I've been doing personal development for so long, I've got it down. I really do have the ability to control my thoughts and emotions most of the time, like literally 95% of the time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. And just so you guys know, 53% say sometimes, which is awesome. 35% say yes, and 10% said no. Okay, so close that poll. So I want to kind of start by this idea that we really want to achieve the idea to have a millionaire mindset. And I'm going to be quoting some stuff and getting some content out of, how many people have heard of T. Harv Eker? T. Harv Eker. He's a guy that I've known and spoke on the same stage with him many times in the late 2000s. But if you see if you know T. Harv Eker, type in yes or a no. So we got a no. Who else has heard of T. Harv Eker? Classic guy. Okay, so okay. So no, people haven't heard of him. Well, Chris says yes. So anyway, he's got a book and a conference he does called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And here's a copy of the book. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. It's one of the books in my library. And I'm going to take a few things out of here. I always tell people, look, I'm not the type of guy that invents content. I'm a copycat marketer. I like to find out what works and then change it and twist it and make it my own and use that. And the same thing with personal development. I don't think everything's been taught on personal development, so there's nothing new that I can think of. So I just like to give credit where credit's due when I'm talking about this stuff. But the first wealth principle that T. Harv talks about is you can choose what you think to support you in your happiness and in your success. And when you can figure out how to choose what you think and turn off that little tape recorder in the back of your head, that little negative guy, or like that movie, you know, you got the positive guy on one shoulder, the negative guy on the other shoulder, one guy's telling you to do it, and the other guy's telling you not to do it. When you can learn how to control that little talking guy and that little negative self-talk, then that's where it all starts to begin for you. So the first thing you have to do, and write this down, is to be conscious of your negative thoughts. And what I like to do is, if you have people in your office or your spouse or your significant other or people that you're around on a daily basis, talk to them and give each other permission to politely have a trigger mechanism. So when you say something negative, like I'll give you an example. The other day I said can't, and my daughter's like holds up like a C, and it was kind of like a little trigger that I shouldn't say can't. I shouldn't say can't, and so I'm guilty of it. We all do it. So you give yourself permission to correct yourself and be conscious of the thoughts you're thinking, so you can then be conscious of them and then go, oh, that's not a good thought. That thought does not support where I want to go. That thought does not get me to where I want to happen, and so therefore I choose not to speak those words. I choose to change my thought process and change those things. Another example today is I was on a conference call with one of the guys here in our office, and the guy that we had the conference call with did not show up, and some negative comments started coming out about how people don't show up for calls, and I'm silent on the phone. People don't show up for calls, and it's always a hard business. And I'm like, no, stop. Do not say that. Like, don't speak those things. There's always a good reason for somebody not to show up. Things happen, but you don't have to say it and compound it. So the first thing is be conscious of the thoughts, be conscious of things you're saying, and then really work on another thing I've been told before is you write down these different things that you do on a constant basis, and then write the opposite, write the positive side to that, and write it down. So now you have a little subconscious thing, and you've written it down, and sometimes you even just keep it by you. So when you have that thought, you go look at that, and you focus on the opposite thought, that's the positive thought, that's going to change that thought around to where it becomes a magnetic thought as opposed to a repellent thought. And in the money raising business with Angel Investors Network, we always used to say the words you speak are a money magnet or a money repellent. So when you're trying to raise money from investors, if you don't speak the right words and say the right things, you're a money repellent as opposed to a money magnet. So that's just like the first thing, is you have to be able to choose what you do and how you think and what you do. Now, wealth principle that falls right in line with that, number one, I don't know why my camera keeps going blurry, is rich people, and it doesn't matter, you can define rich however you want to define rich, believe that I create my life. I create my life. And poor people believe life happens to me, right? And so we do live in a society where it's real important that we teach our kids and these different things that we are the directors of our movie. We are the directors of our life. And if you do not like the way your life is going, the only person you have to blame is you. You must do something about it. And one thing I used to speak to kids a lot and teach a lot, and one of the things I love to tell young kids is, hey, do you want to make $100,000 a year? Do you want to make $200,000 a year? Do you want to make $500,000 a year? And of course, they always go, yes, yes, yes. I'm like, well, you want to know how to do that? And they go, yeah, of course. I say, learn how to do that. Right? So the only reason you're not making $100,000 a year, or $500,000 a year, or $1 million a year is because you don't know how to do it. So if you learn how to do it, which is what these trainings are all about, and I really do commend everybody. Matter of fact, I'm standing up. I'll give everyone a standing ovation for taking your time out of your valuable day to be on these calls, to take time to enrich your life, enrich your brain, and to be motivated, to be given hope, and to be learning some skills that hopefully can move you further down the road. And we always want to get feedback on what it is you want, what it is you need, because, and as we've said over and over and over again, if you're not successful, we're not successful. We have to create things to make you successful. And I do have some great announcements that we're going to talk about when I get done with this mindset training about how what I'm planning, what I'm doing in that regards. So if you guys like this so far, give me an amen or something. I don't know. If you guys are familiar with this, if you've ever heard this before, again, you have to be in control of your life. You can't blame anybody. I remember the first time I heard this, I was listening to a tape on Jim Rohn. Anybody know who Jim Rohn is? R-O-H-N, Jim Rohn. He graduated to heaven last year. But I remember him having this part in this tape I was listening to, and it's like, I didn't have a penny in my pocket, I didn't have any money, and I used to blame the government. I used to blame this, and I used to blame that. I never thought to blame myself. And the minute you start blaming yourself and taking responsibility for what's happening, then that's the first thing turning things around, because your results are a direct action of your thoughts, because your thoughts create your actions create your results. So if you don't get your thoughts in the right line and get your right mindset and the right attitude, and then try to put things in sequence with your thoughts, and then put that into action, and then that's going to create the results, then you're spinning your wheels, right? So That's kind of what I want you guys to do, is like, think about that. Think about, what are my thoughts? What are those thoughts leading to what actions? Those actions are creating what results, because every result you have in your life, every single one, is a direct correlation to the actions you've taken in the past. Now, I shouldn't say every single one. I guess there's certain things where maybe your kids, I heard this terrible story of this father who's just being tormented and going through hell because his son got in a car accident and killed his girlfriend, and is really not showing much remorse. And it's like, oh my gosh, and the dad's just like, it's going through. So maybe that's a situation where there was an action of himself. As it relates to your actions and your results, you control them, you do them. So one, be conscious of your thoughts, start to track those negative thoughts, figure out the opposite thing, start talking to yourself, and as hokey as it sounds, you need to say this stuff over and over and over and over again. And matter of fact, I'm doing this stuff. I am doing this stuff. So I am just like you guys. I am speaking this stuff, and I'm doing this stuff, and I do stuff like this. So I wrote down this passage, Deuteronomy 8:18. The Lord gives me the ability to produce wealth, and this is like a little card. I carry it in my backpack. I read it before I go to bed. I read it when I get up in the morning, and I'm doing stuff. And then I put stuff like this down, right? So I'm working on my weight and trying to get healthy, and I put, I love eating healthy daily. I love exercising daily. I am physically active every day. Every cell in my body is healthy. And I am speaking this stuff to myself because, truth be told, you know what I'm saying? I don't even have to say it, right? But I want to be healthy. I want to lose 20 pounds. And so I keep speaking this and speaking this and speaking this. I'm trying to program my subconscious mind, so my subconscious mind wants to do this. Here's another one that I put down. See if I can get this in front of you. All the money I need is coming to me now. Because I love what I do, I have become a money magnet. Every day, in every way, my finances are getting better and better. Everything I touch turns to gold. So I'm speaking this stuff. I'm doing this. I'm putting it in writing. I'm doing this. And I'm looking at these morning, noon, and night, and even sometimes during the day, because I'm like you. I fight I mean, believe me, start doing a startup, and you got T-Rex, you got Printex, you got celebrity lifestyle brands, and you got people that make commitments. It is not easy. I'm not saying any of this is easy. I'm just trying to give you some motivation and some inspiration to where you can take your business, your life, your success, your happiness, your relationships to another level. And these are the things that I promise you, if you do these, they will have a positive impact on your life. Okay, so moving on along those same lines, keep this in mind. When you're complaining, you're becoming a living, breathing crap magnet, right? I hate complaining. I hate complaining. I'm all about, okay, that's the problem. Quit complaining about what's the solution. Let's get into the solution mode. Let's always talk about the solution. Well, if I'm getting these results and I'm not making this money, or I'm spending too much of my ad spend, what is the solution? And if you can't figure out the solution yourself, where do I get that solution? Do I look online? Do I go to the Facebook group? Do I put a support ticket in? How can we help you? Who is your trusted friend? Form a mastermind with other T-Rex customers. You know, whatever you got to do, get in the solution mode. And again, I did one of those personality profiles. Has anyone taken those personality profiles where you take like a big long test for 20 minutes and it like prints out this piece of paper and tells you what your personality is all about? And it nailed it, man. It's like, I do not like small talk. I do not like just chit chat, you know, by the water cooler type stuff, as that saying goes. I'm all about, and to me, it's all about results. It's all about numbers. It's all about quantifiable actions and different things you can take to achieve those different results. So I'm a very results-centered guy. Tell me what you accomplished. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me where we're going. Let's go. So keep that in mind. If you're complaining or people around you are complaining, they are crap magnets, and you must. This is not an option. You must get them out of your life. You got to deal with it. You got to get rid of them. You got to get them out. They're not going to help you, right? So so put your hand over your heart and say to yourself, I create the exact level of my financial success, right? You say that to yourself, look yourself in a mirror, be truthful to yourself and say, I create the level of my success, my financial success. Because it's the truth, you do. And once you own that and you start making those changes, then you can do it. And then you go back to, we want you to have a millionaire mindset all the time. I want you to believe that you can, in the next 2, 3, 4 years, become a millionaire and make millions of dollars. I'm saying it. I'm believing it. I've made millions. I've lost millions. I've made millions. I've lost millions. And I'm saying it. I want to get back to that $1 million status, and I want to create a multi-million-dollar business. I want to create a $100 million business. I want to create a $1 billion business. I'm speaking it. I'm believing it, right? I want you to do the same thing. And one of the things I love about that is if your goal is to be comfortable, chances are you'll never get rich, right? But if your goal is to be rich and make a ton of money, chances are you'll end up mighty comfortable, right? So I love that, right? So it's like, shoot for the stars, land on the moon, right? And that was the saying that Les Brown always said. He's like, the other thing I love about Les Brown, he's always used to say, and if you're going through hell, keep on running and run faster and get out of there, right? So you have to continue to do this stuff. You have to continue to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your team. And it all comes down to talking to yourself, doing these affirmations, writing them on little 3x5 cards. I call it the Golden Rolodex, where it's my GOALDEN, Golden Rolodex. And I write my goals down. I read my goals. And I do that. I do that to keep everybody, keep me in line with what I want to accomplish, right? So here's what I'd like you to do today, right? I want you to write down 2 goals. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So everyone get a piece of paper and pencil out and write down your 2 goals. This is for you. You know, I'm not going to ask you to share this. This is for you, but write down your 2 goals and write down what is the annual income you want to achieve in the next 12 months from today, and what is the net worth that you'd like to have 3 years from now. Now, maybe it's a year from now. It's kind of relative. I'm more interested in your income, and maybe your gross income, your net income, but what you're kind of do. And I want you to think about these, and I want you to try to make realistic goals, but you got to stretch yourself, right? So you make that goal, and then I've been in another exercise where you write that goal and then you double it, right? Or you triple it, and then try to figure out, okay, what are the steps I have to take, like back into that goal? Go, okay, I'm a year out. If I want to be making $20,000 a month a year from now, what do I have to do 11 months from now, 10 months from now, 9 months from now, 8 months from now, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Map out the plan, put it in writing, put it on your calendar, and execute. And keep in mind, we as productive people have a hard time being really productive more than 2 to 4 hours a day. So that's the other thing I always teach people with my BizPad and my other training is you have to do you have to allocate time during the day where you do things that are money-making activities. Like I do so many things that are not money-making activities, that they're busy work and they're this and they're that, and I have to spend more time on something that actually generates money. And again, for all of you who have had some big success with customers, you have an email list, if you're not emailing and creating offers every day, you're not making money. You need to be emailing and making offers on a regular basis for every holiday, for every week. And if there's no holiday this week, create one for your birthday, for your kid's birthday, for your anniversary. Make one up. It's Happy Bronze Eagle Day, and I wanted to celebrate that I got this beautiful eagle in my office, so I'm going to have a sale, right? Communicate, build relationship, build rapport with your company, with your list and your database. So I just wanted to go over a little bit of that. That's kind of what I want to do. I wanted to kind of keep it at 20 minutes, which are right there at 18 minutes, and I just want you guys to know that I'm doing this. And I really hope that you guys can set down a financial goal, put that together, maybe expand it a little bit, put together a plan. What's that going to look like? What do you got to sell? Where do you got to go? And then we want to continue to do things that we can to help you with this. And I want to continue to do mindset training and help you with mindset and different things, because as great as it is to teach you how to do Facebook ads or teach you how to build a campaign or teach you how to research a product or whatever that might be, if you don't have the right mindset, it just you can't attract success. You can't create the success that you want. And it's just as simple as that. And again, if you don't believe me, one of my other favorite books, which I normally keep in my backpack, but it's not in my backpack, is Think and Grow Rich. Right? And it talks about all kinds of different things that all these wealthy people did to be successful. And I love Think and Grow Rich because it talks about your mindset, it talks about your affirmations, talks about the people you hang around with and the masterminds that you get involved with and that kind of stuff. So I see that people are saying that information is great. Thank you for those comments, Robert, and other people for saying that stuff's great. I hope you enjoyed it. So now let me kind of roll into an update for what's some of the stuff that I've been working on with celebrity lifestyle brands. And let me see here. It's been a while since I did this. I want to show my screen. Here, pass me the screen, would you, Michael? I think because you logged on first, you're the presenter.
Okay.
Or I guess I could do it myself. Never mind. Okay, do you guys see my, what screen do you see? Do you see my calendar?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show the different screen. Okay, now you see the screen. Okay. So you guys see my screen. You see the GoToWebinar. It's going to be changing any second now. So from Celebrity Lifestyle Brands, we recently acquired 50% ownership in a designer named Nikki Lund. Nikki Lund. And Nikki Lund is a designer to the stars. And she has designed for Britney Spears, for Madonna, for Carrie Underwood, for Steven Tyler, for Blake Shelton, Brad Paisley. I mean, all these designers. She designed all these clothes you're seeing here. Well, we're getting ready to launch her own line, and so we own 50% of her company. And in addition to that, she has Joe Simpson, which is Jessica Simpson's dad, was her friend and on her board of advisors. Now he's on our board of advisors. And her manager, she also has a music career, and her manager is a guy named Larry Rudolph. Larry Rudolph is the manager for Britney Spears and a bunch of other stars. And so we're getting more and more and more connected into the celebrity space. And you guys can check this out because we are going to be launching a store. We are going to launch an affiliate program, and we will have people, if you want to participate in that. So we've been working on that. That's one thing. The second thing is we have an event coming up that you guys probably know about. Hey, Michael, can you find that link to the Hannibal event? We're doing another boot camp in Hannibal at Randy's office, and this is really kind of a boot camp for people that still want to really get good with T-Rex. And there is going to be some Facebook ads and how to get a Facebook campaign up and how to get a fan page going, but really it's the focus on really being proficient with T-Rex and setting up campaigns, setting products, really understanding what Randy has available to you to market. We've added all kinds of products. We have sublimation printing now. We have leather Bible covers, and he showed me some wood stuff. So we have laser engraving. We have canvas. So you can do canvas wall art, just all kinds of stuff. And we're working on creating templates and different things to help you guys with that kind of stuff. But we really are expanding the product offering that we drop ship on behalf of our customers. That'd be you. So that's coming. The other thing is we are doing an event in, let me see if I can pull up my calendar. Oh, wrong calendar. We are going to do an event in San Diego, and tentatively the dates are June 22nd through the 25th. So, and actually that's changed. It's going to be June 21st. Let me edit that real quick. It's June 21st through the 24th. So we'll have a little reception on Wednesday the 21st, 3-day event, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we can kind of goof off and maybe even have a bonus day or some one-on-one training on Sunday the 25th. And this is going to be an event where we bring in multiple what I'm going to refer to as power sellers, and another definite term for that would be somebody that's doing 5 figures a day or more. And we're going to bring in all kinds of speakers, and it's going to be more of an event where we have a multiple speaker lineup, and we will be teaching at this event and working on everything that is e-commerce, Shopify, Amazon, and T-Rex. So the one thing I want you guys to know what's coming is that we as a corporation and as a business have decided we have to expand outside of our own software program, T-Rex, and expand into e-commerce as a whole, because one, that drives Printex business, so that's good for Printex. 2, it gets its exposure to T-Rex, to people that are using a Shopify store. And 3, it gives people the ability to diversify in different platforms. There's no reason why you couldn't be putting some of the same products in your T-Rex store on Amazon, or that kind of stuff. So we're going to be bringing in training in different ways for people to make money that incorporate T-Rex, but it's going to be all e-commerce. So that's where T-Rex is going, is e-commerce. The next thing is we are launching a new website and a new strategy and our new branding at T-REXecom.com, and it's about 90% done. The actual information on this page is there's still some changes. It's not accurate the way I want it accurate, so don't hold anything on here as done yet, because I have to remove some stuff and delete some stuff. But we are changing the model a little bit, the pricing point, and the branding to T-REXecom. And T-REXecom again is going to incorporate everything e-commerce, and then T-Rex is just our software application. So along those lines, we have 2 new people that are joining our team in some various fashion, and one of them is actually, let me go back to my video now. Stop sharing my screen. Stop sharing screen. So now are we just back to my video?
Yep.
Okay, so right next to my office, literally one office over, I rent office space to a guy that is in the e-commerce space. He worked for me as an intern in late 2015. So listen carefully to this, because this, sometimes I go, I just got to stop what I'm doing. I got to do what he's doing. So he came to work for me as an intern in 2015. I said, look, I'm going to give you my Facebook courses that I've bought. I'm going to share with you what I know, and I want you to be my Facebook ads guy, because he was an accountant, and he really understood numbers and bean counting and stuff. So at that time, he was married, and I don't think he'd been married that long, maybe a year or 2, and he was living in a room, renting a room from his sister-in-law. And after 2 or 3 months, or not even 2 or 3 months, just like 6 weeks, 8 weeks of getting him going on Facebook advertising, he came to me and said, Greg, I really appreciate the internship. I appreciate the training material you have, but I got to go get a job. I got to do something different, because we're living with my sister-in-law and my wife and blah, 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 blah. So I just got to go do something and make some income, because I want to do this intern and learn this, but I'm not going to be able to do it. So he went and got a job doing something, but he kept going through the Facebook training courses, and then he started trying it, and then he figured it out. And I ran into him last June, and I said, dude, how you doing? Now this is June of 2016. So again, remember, he was broke in like November of 2015, so this is 6 months, 7 months, 8 months later. He goes, oh, I'm crushing it. I'm like, whoa, you're crushing it, cool, what are you doing? He goes, I'm doing like 30 grand a month. And I'm like, wow, right on, 30 grand a month, that's sweet, man. I said, how much what's your net profit? He goes, that is my net profit, 30 grand a month. And I'm like, whoa, sweet. So he went from nowhere to figuring out this Facebook stuff, to figuring out this e-commerce stuff, to making 30 grand, $1,000 a day. So then I'm like, wow, that just floored me. I couldn't believe it. I said, man, I want to get you on T-Rex. I want to get your Printex business. I want to get you over to us. So we started talking, and then come to about, like, say, September of last year, I talked to him, and he said, hey, man, I want to follow up with you, and I'm thinking to see if I could rent some office space from you, because I've been working out of my house. Because we've been traveling all over the world, but I got a laptop, and I have my VAs, and he goes, I do travel a lot, but I do want to have an office. And so I said, yeah, come on by. So when he came by, I said, how you doing? He goes, oh, dude, we're just crushing it. And I'm like, so what are you doing? Like, what are you up to now? Or what are you doing? And he's like, he got to where he was making like $3,000 a day. And anyway, right around tax time, like 2 weeks after that, he rented an office here. He made $700,000 in profit last year in 2016 on his e-commerce business. He sits right next door, and he's doing 5 figures every single day. So I went to him yesterday, and I said, look, part of our deal was I ran into the space. You got to help train. You got to help coach. You got to help do this stuff. So I'm getting prepared and ready to do that, and I want to get you going on this. And he said, okay, just let me in. So I'll be sitting with him soon, and we are going to be bringing you another massive, successful guy who's figured it out to help teach you and train you and coach you on what you're doing. That's just one guy. Then I'm part of Frank Kern's inner circle. If you guys know who Frank Kern is, anyone knows who Frank Kern is? Say yes on the question box. I don't know if anyone knows who he is. Anyway, it's part of a mastermind that I'm involved with, and I met a guy there named Eric Rockefeller. And Eric Rockefeller has been around the internet marketing space for eons, and he's doing e-commerce. And I was talking to him about some of the stuff he's doing, and he's like, "Oh yeah," he goes, "I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing like 15 grand a day in just one product." And he goes, "But we're looking for a pick pack of a fulfillment place, and we're looking to build some brands." And so he was attracted to us and Celebrity Lifestyle Brands. So we've been going back and forth for weeks now, and we've struck a deal where he's going to come on and he's going to start also doing training. So on this coming Thursday, he will do some training, and we're going to introduce you to Eric Rockefeller, and he's going to do some training and kind of showing you kind of what he's doing, where he's going. And our goal is that we're going to kind of transition to a Tuesdays is going to be like a T-Rex, Ask the Expert, and it was always kind of designed to be this way, but sometimes you run out of content, but it was going to be kind of like technology or Ask the Expert. And I really want Thursdays to be really about marketing. Like I really want to distinguish Tuesdays and Thursdays and try to continue to bring guests on as marketing. The other thing that we've committed to, and I really even had to say this to Michael, so Michael may be hearing this for the first time, but he probably knows this, is part of my deal with every of these guys is they're going to take Michael under their wing, and they're going to teach Michael all this stuff, and Michael's going to be doing the e-commerce in-house for us, and then he's going to be learning these different strategies, different tactics, so he can be a go-to guy, and he can be our in-house guru that can also help you guys achieve success, because again, that's what we want. We want you to achieve massive success. I want you to be a 5-figure a day seller, a 6-figure a month seller. That's kind of where we want to go, and we want to be able to make it easier for you and kind of work that stuff out and get that stuff going. So super excited about all that stuff. So with that being said, I'll open it up to any questions you guys might have for me, and then I'm going to dive off here and let Michael take it from there. But let's see, if you got any questions for me, go ahead and ask them now. I'll take questions for a few minutes, and then I'm going to get back to work myself. How about you, Michael? You got any comments on all that stuff?
Yeah, everyone seems to really just appreciate what you've been saying. We have, it's going to be awesome bringing on these new guys, because I know that's kind of what we've been working on, is trying to set up a, just like a designated day a week where we have just power sellers or guest speakers or, people that are doing e-commerce that can really, just dive in and just, help everyone out. So that's going to be awesome. Also, I do want to mention to everybody that's on here now, and it looks like that I thought I had this Thursday scheduled out to another month, but I think it might have ended. So I'm going to be creating a new T-REXecom Ask the Experts webinar, and I'll just need you guys to just register again. So I'll put it in the group, and we'll send out an email and then the Skype groups. And that's going to be more or less, the Tuesdays we're hoping that, we can actually get people, guest speakers. We're going to leave Thursdays open for that in case their schedule needs to change and they need to do something on a Thursday. But I'm going to be setting out new registration for that, and then more than likely Thursday will be just all about marketing and stuff like that. So we'll have that lined up for you. So I might even change the name of it, so that way it's not as confusing when it comes to your email. It will be labeled marketing, and obviously if we do have another guest speaker, we'll let you guys know on that. So I don't know if there's any more questions rolling in for you, Greg. There's a couple of things, there's a couple of questions here as far as pixels and stuff, and I'll cover that. And then also, after Greg hops off, if you guys didn't have any more questions, we are introducing a new product that Randy's going to be fulfilling. It's the laser etched wine glasses, and so we created a product, and I want to show that off to you guys now. We'll just give you that product today in a Dropbox link, and then I'll put it in the members area also. So we'll kind of dive into that, and I'll answer some of your questions.
And then did we put in the link for the Hannibal event for him in case anyone wants to sign up for that?
Yeah, I did. I put that in the chat, so that should be in there. I can. So if you guys want to click on that link, if you guys want to sign up for that, I know Randy's looking for about 10, maybe 12. I don't know how many have signed up yet. He can probably give us an update. But just in case you're interested in that, just go ahead and fill that out, and we'll let everyone know when they're going to kind of close. They're going to try to keep it a little bit smaller just so we can make sure that we can accommodate everyone and also have the correct bandwidth. And I think they're going to be actually hosting it over there at Printex too, instead of having running out a hotel where the internet just never seems to be that good. So. You guys see that link in the chat? Cool.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. Well, there are no more questions for me. I'm going to get back to work. Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys. Oh, the other thing, too, is by Thursday, we are launching our new affiliate program. We're all set up on Entreport. We're getting new websites. We're getting new collateral. We're doing new webinars. And we want to get everyone who wants to be an affiliate signed up as an affiliate. We did transfer people over from the old system, and those emails might have gone out. But we'll be emailing you guys about becoming an affiliate, and there'll be a 50% commission on T-Rex. For anyone you refer to T-Rex, I know we have a number of T-Rex people that have already referred people, and they're making money off that. So that's another great thing that would help you and help us. The more people we get, the better our cash flow is, and the more we can do with that. So I want to say I appreciate you guys. Do what I do. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to say in my training for mindset.
Yeah.
You have to wake up every day and with gratitude. You have to give grateful. You have to say, sometimes I go, thank you for that tree outside my window. Thank you for the window. Thank you that I have a window on my house, right? So sometimes you have to just get down to the ridiculous because you run out of things to be thankful for. So you just be thankful, be grateful. It's hard to be negative. It's hard to have a bad attitude when you're thankful. So do what I do. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude and tell somebody you love them. Talk to you later.
Thanks, Greg. Okay, everybody, I'm going to share my screen here, and I will cover the pixels in a second. I think that was like really the only question. I'll go through them again. Just let me know when you can, let's see. All right, can you guys see my screen? Just want to make sure you can see it here. Okay, let's see. I might have to change presenters here. Let's see. Okay. All right, I think that's it. Just let me know you can see it, and then we'll start. I'll start moving on here. Okay, cool. I got a new laptop, so I'm still getting used to it. It's different. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. So what we have here is, let's go back to. So we created a. Well, actually not created, but we created a design for you guys. And Randy's, like I said, he's going to be showing off these wine glasses, and he's going to start fulfilling these. And so what we wanted to do is just kind of show you exactly what they are and kind of how we mocked them up. So basically, you know, the wine glasses here, they're 19-ounce volume capacity. They're very high quality. There's a sandblast, I guess it's an etch design, microwave and dishwasher safe, blah, blah, blah. And here's like kind of measurements. And then, so basically what we did is we gave you guys this design where it's personalized. I didn't really optimize the campaign on this one. I just wanted to kind of show you. Now I also included in the Dropbox link, I kind of made this like full wine glass design so it shows off the design a little bit better. But in the Dropbox, I also created, let's just something sort of like this where it's, let's go back here. I can probably see it better in a campaign. Let's see. Nope. So this one is more of a, this one is, I created this mock-up here, and it's just a plain mock-up without the wine. And so your design will kind of look like this, and I'll kind of explain how you do the mock-up. So when I give you the Dropbox link, you'll have just the plain wine glass mock-up like that. Or if you like the way that this looks with the actual wine inside, you can use that. So either way. So basically, when you export this product into your store, you'll have this design, and when you open up in Photoshop, you'll see they kind of, as far as design, just to kind of show it off, Randy used kind of his team used kind of a distressed gray look on as far as what you need to for your art file. So that's all you really have to do, and then you can kind of put it over over the glass like this. And what I'll do is I'll show you exactly what the other one looks like here. So we gave you the one with the grandma I'm the fun grandma. It's personalized, so they can enter their grandma nickname inside, and then it's pretty cool. So I'll show you what the other mock-up looks like, just in case you want to use that, and how it kind of shows up. So if I refresh this, let's take this out. So as you can see, he kind of used like a grayish, and when you open this up, you can just right click on here and save this picture, and that's the 2800 by 3200. So you can go in there, open it up in Photoshop or Canva or whatever you're using, and you can see exactly what the how the distress look is. And then so whenever you come up with a design, or if you want to use different designs, you just want to do it in this kind of color gray, so it kind of shows up on the clear wine glass like this, or you can use the full one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, I'm going to drop this link. So in here I put the zip for the product, and then I included this extra wine glass mock-up, just a clear one for you. Okay, so I'm going to copy this link here, and I will put this in the chat. Okay, so there you go for that. I'll have that in the members area after we do that too. Okay, so that is that. Really excited about that, because you can do a lot of different things, obviously wine related, but with weddings and that type of thing coming up, engagements, all that kind of stuff. I mean, that just opens up a whole kind of new market for you. If you're doing like one design where we did is if you're doing like in the dog or animal niche, you can do anything like, all I want to do is drink wine and pet my dog, and make it personalized, you know, pet my dog Max or something like that. So a couple more ideas. So with wine stuff, you can really kind of open it up. It can kind of fit every niche, you know, demographic, especially with wine lovers. So not only they love wine, but you're also including some other type of concept that you can even run your ads off. So you can do when you narrow your audience, when you're running ads, you can do wine lovers and interests like that, but they're also dog lovers or cat lovers or whatever your niche is. So a lot of ways to experiment with that. And what we'll try to do soon here is try to get a couple of these out on Randy's site, see if we can run some ads and see what's out there, and we can probably show you that too. And then I know we had a couple questions. I'm just going to kind of go through them here. Let's see. Let's drag this down a little bit. Oh, yeah, Marilyn, I got a Lenovo, so I actually went from a Mac to a PC, so that's kind of my big learning curve here. Okay, so I know we had a question about, can you tell me about pixels and how you use them, and when you run campaigns, when you run your funnel, so that I don't screw up the tracking. Okay, so a couple things with that. So as far as pixels in your basic site, now when you're in, I'm assuming, Craig, I'm assuming, do you have like your pixel set up and not? I can probably show you that very quickly too. So let me just go to, let's see, let's go to, so what we'll do is we'll kind of go to, when you're up here, and if you haven't created one, I'll just show you real quick. And we also have some videos on this in the members area too. So when you're coming over here, you want to go under assets into pixels. And when you kind of come in here, you'll see when you want to set up, you're going to set up your pixel, okay? And you're going to want to use it for, like, once you set up your pixel, you're going to want to copy and paste the code, and then it will show you down here how to actually, this is your main pixel, okay? If you have other, so you're going to want to come over here when you want to do your purchase pixels or your add to cart, and you can see here, here's your view content, that's kind of like your retargeting, your add to cart, and then your purchase pixel is kind of like your conversion pixel. And there's a video I'll kind of lead you guys to as far as exactly what to do, how you add these into your business settings. But just on that, what you want to do now is if you're just setting up and you want to have like a global pixel, kind of, you're going to go over to your business settings like this, and you're basically going to come down and you're going to go into retargeting, conversion, and cart tracking. So your main page view retargeting pixel is going to go in here, okay? You're going to actually, when you add this conversion tracking pixel, you're going to add that page view, but you're also going to add the snippet of code under and into your pixel conversion pixel tracking code in this box, okay? Same thing with these cart tracking code. If I kind of pull this down a little bit, let's see. Used to be able to pull these down. I don't know what happened there. So you can kind of see that this one is a cart tracking code, and it's going to have like an add to cart pixel on the end of it. But obviously it starts with your main one, and then that little snippet actually goes under here, okay? So that's what your add your cart tracking code. Okay, so that's for all of your campaigns that you're running at one time. Now, if you are doing a funnel campaign, that could be a little bit different. You can obviously, if you want to run certain pixel conversions for certain campaigns, you can take it out of your business settings and put them on the campaign level. But just remember, that's going to affect the other campaigns too. Okay, so if you're running multiple campaigns, you may not want to do that right away. So obviously, on every campaign level, you'll see where you can actually put your conversion pixel in and your retargeting. So if you do want to run just a specialized pixel and just try to gather information on a certain design, let's just go into this one. It's all on the campaign level right here, okay? And basically, it's under page styling. And if you scroll down, again, here's your retargeting, your page view, your purchase pixel, your conversion pixel, and then your add to cart. So you can always put them on a campaign level too. But remember, when you do that, that will take them away from anything else that you're driving traffic to or using your pixel to. So just be wary of that. Okay, on your funnel campaigns, we talked about this a little bit last week. Now remember the way a funnel works. Okay, so let's just go to one and let's just hit edit. So the way a funnel works is that they purchase one item that you're promoting, right? And then they hit their cart page. Okay, and then after they check out on the cart page, that's when they see their first upsell. Okay, so as we were kind of creating the funnel, if you want to keep all of your pixels and stuff in your business settings, that's fine. But now remember, if you're running a specialized funnel campaign, and if this is the only campaign you're running at a time, what you might want to do is instead of after the cart, because really after they check out and they see this and they click out of it and they don't get to that thank you page where your conversion pixel fires, then if they just click out of it and if they don't hit the no thanks button, or they just X out or go somewhere else, that conversion pixel is not going to fire. So what you're going to want to do is on your funnel campaign, you're going to want to put, and I think we did it on this, so I'll go over to my funnel campaigns. I took the conversion pixel out of the business settings, and what I did is I went, let's see, where did I put it? I think it was on this campaign level. Excuse me, guys, sorry, going a little too quick here. There we go. Okay, so it wasn't on this, it was on, let me see where I put it. Funnel campaigns, it must have been. Okay, so I think it was on your first upsell. So if you're running a specialized funnel campaign, you might want to put your conversion pixel, and I'll show you where as we loads here. Okay, you might want to put that conversion pixel in your page view, of your first upsell. And the reason why I say that is because no matter what, after they check out at the cart, they are going to come to this page first. Okay, so if they did buy something, they're going to come to that page. So you want to have your conversion pixel in the retargeting, because that way, even if they don't go to the thank you page, that pixel is going to fire on that first upsell. So what I did see from a lot of the Hotjar videos is that most people did not hit the no thank you button. On the funnel campaign, they did actually just X out of it. So if they don't hit that no thank you button, it's not going to fire. So you might want to do that and keep it in there. So that way your pixel, you have as much up-to-date and accurate information that you can. And again, all of that is in the training videos under the building an optimized funnel in the members area. Okay, so I hope that helps. That's kind of, I mean, that's a lot to digest in a couple minutes, but that's where you want to set them up. Normally, if you're just starting off, you just want to set those up globally into your business settings. Okay. Okay, let's see. Just kind of going through more information here. Did you guys, is it any problems with the Dropbox link for the wine glass? Want to make sure you got that. Has there been anything done about the mug video offers you were going to offer? Yeah, so Joyce, we are looking into that right now. That is on my to-do list over the next day or two. I just have to figure out logistically how that's going to work for you guys to be able to order videos, and then how you're going to get your design to me so we can take the design from there. So it's just logistically I have to go into the shop, and we're trying to redo the shop site so it makes it easier for everyone. So stay tuned. I'll have an answer for you soon. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to offer maybe three types of videos with the same design. We'll offer you one that has for your ads. So when you're running an ad with your video, it will say either whatever your call to action is, buy now, or click the link in the video, or click the link in this post to buy, or whatever, however you want to word it. So that way you have a video for your ads, and then a video for maybe a possible funnel campaign or something, and then a video for where you actually have it on your campaign level. Okay, so that way you can see exactly, so on your campaign level that the text will say click, the add to cart button, or yes, add this to my order. So we'll give you 3 different versions with the same video with 3 different call to actions. And I think that's how we're going to set it up. So as soon as I figure out how that can work, and we decide on a fair and price for you guys, we'll move ahead with that, and I'm looking forward to that. We're also working on a new video for the wine glasses, and we're going to be making those to where the wine glass fills up with pouring wine, just like the coffee cup, except there will be a wine glass and there will be wine pouring into the glass. And so when you have that gray design, it's going to fill up and look really amazing. So really excited about that. So stay tuned for that. Is another thing we'll be having. So hopefully by the time we have the system set up for you guys to order, we'll already have the wine glass video too. So if you guys want to submit wine designs, you can do that. Okay. The Spark posting, I think that has been resolved, but don't quote me on that. That's kind of, I'm not with the IT or the developers. Most of the time I don't have that much communication with them, but I'll find out for you guys as soon as we're done with the webinar, and that way I will we'll post it in the group. So I wouldn't do it yet, but I believe it has been, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So just wait until you hear from me after. So if you run a campaign, at out of funnel, you have to take the page view pixels out of the business setting. No, you just want to take you'll take the conversion pixel out of there, and you'll add it to your page view, your retargeting on the first upsell that you have. Okay. I hope that helps you there. Any other questions, guys? So I wanted to make sure we got you the wine. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Like I said, you should be able to kind of copy that once you have that design and open it up. You should be able to, once you get some other designs that you want to use, or current designs that you have in your store that you want to try, you should be able to just use that exact font. And if you just Google adding a distressed look in Photoshop, it's very simple to do. It's just a couple clicks and how you do it. So depending on what version of Photoshop you had, I would just Google that, and it adds like a little bit of like a rough, kind of makes it look like it's been sandblasted the way that it actually does come out on the mock-up. Okay, so I think that will that should be everything you guys would need as far as making sure that you have those mocked up correctly. Cool. All right, yeah, Craig. If you have any other questions, like I said, you can reach out to me on Skype, and I can answer in case you have any other questions on the pixels. So that's no big deal. I think there was one other thing I wanted to update you guys on, and I can't think of it right now. Oh, a couple of you were asking about the webinar from last Thursday. It looks like that one was not put, but I did add that recently. So I added that in the members area. So if you wanted to go back on the replay of the webinar from last Thursday, I forget what we even were talking about, to be honest, because these all kind of run together sometimes. But it is in there now, so I was able to put it in order of the dates. And again, I just want to remind you before we hop off the call today, I will be creating a new Thursday Ask the Experts marketing webinar for every Thursday. So I need you to re-register for that in order for you guys to be able to hop on. The other one, after go to webinar, if you end up not rescheduling or extending your webinars and they end, then that's it. It's kind of a dumb feature if you ask me, but I have to make a new registration link, so I apologize for that. But that would be good anyway, because we want to kind of rebrand these for guest speakers on Tuesday, and then on Thursday just marketing, and you know, any other Q&A kind of after that. So I will be sending that out in the Facebook group and on the Skype groups too, and we will throw it in your email and email it to you in case you don't see it, so that way you have all the opportunity to re-register. Okay. Skype name. Oh gosh, I always forget. Let's see. Mine is. There's my good-looking mug. Michael John 767. So I'll put that in here. Okay, yeah, so if you guys need to schedule you know, a few minutes with me to go over some things, I'm always open to that. I just need to kind of, you know, schedule it out a little bit in case I have other people that I need to talk to and just try to get done with all the other stuff we got going on. So if you need if it's something quick, you know, no big deal, you can ask me. But if it's something you need to spend some time on, just go ahead and schedule that with me, and we can for surely handle that. So. All right, guys. Well, it's just about 2 o'clock. If you ever have any other questions about today, hit us up in Skype or Facebook, and I will make sure that this gets into the members area. Again, a lot of the Pixels training videos are in the members area also, and I will actually have the wine glass in the members area in case you missed out on today, or you're just hopping on and you don't see the link. I will make sure that I have that Dropbox link for you guys in there. So. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. Hope today was good, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.